Hi everyone, my name is Sarah. I am 40 years old and I am an alcoholic. And I don't know why I just decided to do this video out of nowhere, but I thought maybe I could just share my message and just how I destroyed my damn life. Drinking. Okay, drinking a lot. Like I said, I don't know where to go with this, or I don't have a plan. I never do. But I'm just gonna start at the beginning. I've been drinking for 24 years. I started when I was 16. And I remember my first drink was at my cousin's wedding. So I was a very awkward kid, teenager, stayed to myself. And I was literally a wallflower on the watching everybody have fun and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, ugh, I'm so boring. Why can't I do what they're doing? Why can't I go talk to people, blah, blah, blah. So my sister and my cousin were, drinking, and they're younger than me at the time, like 14 or something. And I was like, wait a minute, let me jump on this bandwagon. So someone said, hey, you want to run the coke? I said, sure, why not? That is when my life just switched in an instant. Because the moment I took that drink of alcohol, I felt like the most strongest, smartest, somewhat attractive person in the room. I was completely different. I was singing, I was dancing, I was like, wow, this is life. This is what it really is supposed to be like. And I know that I had a problem immediately because I went downstairs. There was a bathroom there and reception place, whatever. And I had a cup of alcohol for later. So I was already like stockpiling. And then after like everybody was drunk and crap and they left their drinks on the table, I drank those drinks. And so after that experience, it was just like, wow, I want to be that again. Because when I'm not drinking, I feel like a loser. I felt boring, unattractive, stupid. Well, not necessarily stupid, but I felt like a little tiny roach in a corner. A disgusting bug just hiding in the shadows. But immediately, when I drink, I emerge from the shadows as like this ferocious, demon-possessed lion. When I say Jekyll and Hyde, believe me, you ask anyone I know, it's like I become a completely different person. A person at the time I think is cool, but in retrospect, not much. So let's start with the fact, so I started drinking daily when I was 16 with my boyfriend. He was able to obtain some alcohol from his work, so we, had a flow. He wasn't 18 yet, so whatever. The point is that, so I failed in school. I dropped out of track. I was actually pretty good at track. I think I'm just saying, I was like second place in the city or something, and that was like my greatest achievement in life. After that, nothing. But yeah, like I said, I just stopped doing everything. I would cut school to go to my boyfriend's and drink and play video games, Zelda or The Sims or something like that. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of dragging this out. I don't want this to be a long video. I know people have short attention spans. I know I do. So, anyways, let's get to good stuff or bad shit or whatever it is. The drama. Legal problems. Okay, so those started in 2019. I was 17 years old or something, and I was underage drinking. I got busted. I don't know how. Oh, see, I've been arrested way too many times. And if you look at me, and if I didn't say anything about this, most people would never think that what I'm about to tell you was true. They'd be like, no, not Sarah. She doesn't look like she would do that. She appears. Let me tell you, looks are deceiving. And I've noticed that a lot of people are usually the opposite of what they portray sometimes. Yeah. So I got charged with that. I had to pay $1,000 fine. Then the real trouble started. First, it was just open container, disorderly conduct. I was constantly getting drunk and just going out and starting a lot of trouble. Like, one time I was like picked up on the middle of the road when I was like 20 years old, walking in circles, saying, "Who am I? Where am I? I hate myself. I hate myself. Die, die." Walking in a circle, just being completely irrational. They took me somewhere. I forgot it. A lot of times that I got picked up by the police, they would take me to like an emergency mental health hospital or something. So if you look up my name, you'll see that I, and this is just so embarrassing and shitty, but I have like 17 convictions. And that's just convictions. I don't know. I'm not proud of this. I felt like a total disappointment. Then the domestic violence started. And I was getting more increasingly violent. I would attack men, really. I don't know why. Probably because in my mind I felt like somehow they thought they had some kind of power over me or hold something out over my head. Like, "Oh, I'm going to kick you out of the house." Or, "I'm going to call your probation officer," blah, blah, blah. Something would just like snap. "Oh, you think blah." So I would get really aggressive. And so I have charges against my father, my stepfather, my boyfriend, my second boyfriend, and my husband. All men that lived with me, obviously. So, and I'm not trying to, say, "Oh, it was just this. I just threw a 2x4 at my dad's head. It didn't hit him. What's the big deal?" Or I would, I'm just being a smart ass here. Or, it was just. No. There's no justification here, Sarah. What you did was stupid, wrong, and intruding, and morally unacceptable, and totally unloving. Because when I'm an alcoholic, when I'm drinking, most of the time I don't love. Because I don't love myself. So then I'm over here, I feel like a damn sociopath. I lose my conscience or something. I'll do anything. I lost where I was. So, yeah, domestic violence charges. So I spent some time in jail. And I went to, the whole point of me telling you guys this is not to just talk about my life. And I'm going to give some insight, obviously. And this video was mainly just to kind of, before I started this video, I was really emotional. I was crying, and I'm like, I gotta straighten this out. So I can give a clear and concise message that alcohol is poison. And it will kill you, obviously. And I'm sure everybody probably thinks this, but I do. It's like, what the? Hello? You're over here busting someone for heroin and, other drugs and, yeah. And they're going to jail and they have to serve 10 years for possession of a narcotic. However, you got drunks doing way more harmful stuff, more accidents, more violence, more everything, and it is so destructive. And guess what? You know this. They sell it everywhere. It's in your face. Boom. Bar, beer here, la la la. There's a bottle of alcohol on the billboard, and you're like, maybe I should. No. Yeah. So I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm just saying that it's just weird that, obviously they're not going to stop selling it. They're making so much money. Like I said, I went to treatment. I learned a lot in treatment. I've met so many beautiful people in jails and treatment centers and mental institutions. I've been out to all of it. And I felt so alone. I felt like extremely guilty for what I did, but it would be like it was a short-lasting guilt, or not that, but it was just time heals all wounds. Well, sometimes time can also make you forget, like, hey, what the hell happens when you drink, and if I'm aware that usually when I drink, something bad happens, but I try to convince myself over and over and over again. I'm so delusional. Hey, it'll be okay. Just a couple of drinks. Man, I can't even tell you how many times. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Anyways, nobody really wanted to be around me, and I didn't even want to be around anyone. I drank alone. I I was extremely self-destructive as well. Not, you know, after all these charges and crap, I didn't want to hurt anyone else anymore. So I went the route where I started hurting myself. I got to the point where I would be like in a dark room, yelling at myself, punching myself, throwing myself against the ground, yelling at myself, just getting bruises everywhere, black eyes, taking cans of peas and slamming it into my head, giving myself a black eye. I hated myself when I drank. Well, it was probably subconscious, but hey, whoa. I mean, I can't believe such insanity existed, you know, except for that movie Fight Club, and that guy's beating himself up, but whoa. So, also I became a cutter. I was cutting when I was like 19, but drinking pretty much was always a precursor to cutting, or extremely mental turmoil. Yeah, I've been in a lot of tumultuous relationships, so then I would, you know, self-destruct, and that could be physical, or that could be drinking. There's so much to say. I don't even, yeah. I guess I'm gonna press pause here. I gotta get my thoughts together. Wait, if I press pause, no, I'm gonna talk, never mind. Okay, so, like I said, I met a lot of beautiful people in jail. We shared, you know, I don't know, I just, when you're in that kind of a place, obviously you're with a bunch of people that obviously share the same kind of issue. And you don't have to feel stupid or weird or bad because there's so many people in jail that obviously there's a lot of it is drug related or alcohol related sometimes. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that I don't know, I relapsed a lot, and to be honest with you, I just relapsed last night. Even though my husband said, look, if you drink again, I'm out of here, man. Because we've been together for 12 years. And knowing that, I still went to the store and bought a bottle of alcohol. And it was like it wasn't in my body. I can't describe it. It's like I was watching myself walk to the store. I'm yelling at myself and say, stop, what the fuck are you doing? You're going to ruin it all. But I was robotic, and I just was like, do-do-do-do. Not a care in the world. Not even thinking how selfish I am, and am. I mean, like I said, it was just last night, and this is what propelled me to do this. I'm definitely not a good person when I drink. And lately I've just been so depressed, and I feel so emotionally numb. And that's not just about, you know, alcohol. I've just been going through a lot. With relationships and my marriage, and just, you know, just trouble and not paradise, hell, Hades. And a lot of it is because of me, because of my drinking. And you know, let me tell you something. If I never drank alcohol in my life, I would never have a legal problem, legal issues. I would never have, I forgot to mention, I have 2 children, which I lost custody of because of my drinking. And I suffered a lot of regret. I'm sorry. Because of that, and I beat myself up for a long time. And then I kind of slowly detached myself from them. I'm sorry. I felt like a horrible mom. I am. I am. And it was only because there was like there was no neglect or no violence. It was just that the CPS was repeatedly called, and because of domestic violence, you know, and yeah, I was nuts, man. I didn't care. I broke into people's houses, through windows. My boyfriend, my dad's, my mom's, just people I know, and I stayed there in a room while my boyfriend Aaron was out, and he turned the light on and saw me there. How you doing, man? Because we had a fight the other night or some crap, and then he tried to go call the police on me, which I actually think he did. I don't know. The point is that I eluded the police. It was the craziest time, and I've been through a lot of weird stuff. I had let me just back up, and I'm just going to tell a couple of stories just to kind of give you a clarity on how stupid, crazy I acted. I had a no contact order against my ex-boyfriend Aaron because of the domestic violence. And I got out of jail. I was bonded out by a guy who actually lived a block away from Aaron that invited me to stay in his house because I was pretty much homeless, living in a homeless shelter. And one morning I asked him for $1. He said, "What do you need it for?" I said, I need a beer. I'm an alcoholic. And he's like, "I appreciate your honesty, blah, blah, blah." He invited me to come back to his house. He was an older man. He was really nice, you know. And I don't know. I mean, this guy was just, I only knew him for a short time. And he was just like, I guess, I don't know if he was an angel or what. But the point is that I went to jail. I was bonded out by him, which was a major surprise. And then I went to his house, you know, back to his house. Then my point is I went to Aaron's, okay, because it was only a block away. And I'm thinking, come on, I gotta see this mole. I'm gonna get him. No, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to make up with him, you know. I was like obsessed or something. So I broke into like a basement window or something and got into his apartment. Like I said, he walked in. I gotta wait a minute, I'll be back. He said, "I gotta go talk to the maintenance man." I'm like, what? Sounds a little suspicious. And of course I was right. 5 minutes later, the police are at the door. They come and search the apartment. Now, my biggest thing I do when I'm trying to elude is that I can make myself really small and flat. And I could hide under blankets. So the police came in because I'm kind of skinny, and they were looking around. And they didn't see anything because I was literally under a blanket. It looked like a crumpled blanket in a corner, you know what I'm saying? Or I would hide in a pile of laundry. So anyways, they looked at that room. Then they went into the living room. So I ran in another room closer to the door where I was like in a closet. I hid in the closet. They didn't see me there. And then they went in the kitchen, and I zoomed the hell out of there, and I escaped. I have no clue how I did that. Anyways, I was running down the street trying to get to Rick. So this kid, I didn't know his doorbell number or something. He's in an apartment, and this kid was driving by on a bike. I said, "Excuse me." I jumped in front of his bike. I said, "It's an emergency. Can I use your phone, please?" And I called this Rick guy, and he came out, and the police saw me and pulled up into Rick's, and by some act of whatever, Rick knew this guy. Okay, he knew the cop, and I could have went right back to jail, man. That was usually the protocol. That's what I'm saying. I broke the law so many times when I was under the influence of alcohol. Like I said, I didn't care. About anything except escaping, because I don't know. I'm just hoping that maybe someone could relate to me. Sometimes I just, or you know, it's a huge struggle, honestly, and I'm sick of hurting people. And you know, I literally I just got out of a mental institution about a month ago for suicidal thoughts. Here, I'm not here to whine here, man. All I'm telling you is that obviously, you know, I've tried a lot of things. I've done, you know, like I said, treatment centers. I was in them for 3 months. I was in halfway houses. I can't even tell you how many times I've been to treatment. At least 10. AA meetings. I had a sponsor. I did it all. But the longest time I was ever able to gather enough sobriety was a year and a half. That was it, out of 24 years. And then 3 months here, 6 months here, whatever. I don't know why it keeps calling me. I feel like it's a damn demon. Actually, I'm an astrologer, and I know a lot about planets and stuff. So there is an asteroid called Algol, and it's an Arabic term, and it literally means demon alcohol. And it also meant, back in the day, it was called to lose your head. This was frequently referring to sometimes decapitation. But my Jupiter, which is a major indication of alcoholism, is opposing algo directly. And the point is that, yeah, and so that's just an interesting tidbit, but to lose one's head doesn't necessarily mean to physically lose it, but to mentally decapitate yourself, because I black out. I black out all the time. I don't know why I'm running. I don't know what I'm running from. I'm supposed to go to therapy and all that crap. I'm saying my marriage is whatever. I don't know even why I'm making this video. I'm just trying to get people not feel alone. I mean, it's not like I'm completely hopeless. Sometimes I feel like I am. And I like to do music. I have a lot of astrology videos. A lot of people say I'm smart, creative. I've got a lot going for me, people say. And I just throw it all down the drain. I'm taking it for granted. I never, knock on wood, I haven't ever had any serious health issues, except for the fact that I smoke, and I'm probably gonna lung problems around my family, and that's another problem, smoking. And I just what the hell? I watch videos on YouTube about all this addictions and mental problems all day, psychology. I'm also diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which is just emotional dysregulation. You have trouble controlling your emotions. So imagine drinking on top of that. And plus, I'm a Leo rising, a Leo moon. If you know anything about astrology, it's a dramatic mother. And my point is that I just always wanted to help people, but I can't help myself. And then I'm afraid of getting old. I already feel old. I'm 40, and it's just all this stupid shit. And I think too much. And then while I'm doing that, time is going. And it's I gotta find a reason, a goal in life. I struggle with routines. I don't even have one. I wake up whenever the hell I want. I don't eat whenever I want. There's nothing, no schedule. And my husband and I, it's not a good thing. So people just say, just do it, just blah, blah, blah. But there's this mental block. It's I'm really stubborn, and I'm a Sagittarius. I'm watching all these tarot videos, which is not really a good idea. If I wouldn't, it's tricky. Just be careful with tarot videos. I'm a tarot reader, and so you gotta be careful, because it's almost like hypnosis in a way. If you believe what they're saying, you can manifest it. Excuse me. I'm looking for answers. How can I ask you people, anyone who's watching, if you've struggled with this, can you maybe share your story, and we can have a discussion about this. I know I can't drink again, but then I just, like I said, I get so depressed and bored, and I think I gotta add just a little spice. I'll just have one drink, it's no big deal. No one will know. I could just hide it. I could drink tomato juice, put peanut butter in my breath, chew a bunch of parsley, and I can get away with no. You know what? I'm not gonna get away with it in a court of law and in a spiritual court. Now, I'm depleted spiritually, and I don't know. I don't even know why I'm making this. I'm just, like I said, there is hope for me. There is hope for other people, obviously, struggling with this. I don't talk to anyone. That's my problem. That's why I'm spilling my life story, and I'm saying I need a therapist. I'm supposed to start therapy, and maybe go to, well, not maybe, but I really want to go to this AA meeting. So I'm just saying, Thanks for listening, but I just want to let you know that I'm, like I said, I'm 40. I feel like I haven't accomplished a damn thing. I wasted 24 years of my life. Sure, I'm a writer. Sure, I do art. Sure, I do music and create. Where the hell is that going to get you? No one cares. No one even watches my damn videos. It's like, I'm asking myself, what are you looking for? Acknowledgement? Well, I think a lot of the people, everyone needs some type of acknowledgement. Not attention, but just say, hey, you exist. You're cool. Hi. Not some attention, whore who just wants everybody to know. No, I don't want that. I'm just saying. So I'm just trying to let you know. I'm playing with this pen. I'm sorry, I'm a fidgety person. I move around a lot. Yeah, so I think I'm going to end it here. And like I said, if you have any tips or stories you want to share, or if you're struggling yourself, maybe we could have a chat about it. So once again, I appreciate you listening if you got this far. And, okay. You have a good night. And